they have been defiant in every sense of the word. They ignore every instruction, everything that we have done so far. And the bottom line is that sometimes we might be accused of being a little bit slow to act. But when our communities are under attack, and I see that personally, I see that as an attack on our community.
Okay.
It's total defiance. They went ahead, installed the plant. The authority has in its possession the application that they made. No EIA was even submitted to the authority. The planning been on top of this project since of June last year. When the initial construction, the site clearing started. The relevant notices were served around the 5th of June last year. The developer only submitted a drawing to PDA for the project as of November.
So, hold a second. I would assume that when the warning was served in June, all work ceased until November, when the drawing was submitted, and no work has continued while they await approval.
No.
I mean, that seems, from what we described at the top of the show, then this is what ought to have been happening.
Exactly. In that case, it didn't happen that way.
Okay.
It's total defiance. They went ahead, installed the plant. The authority has in its possession the application that they made. No EIA was even submitted to the authority.
So is there an application to build a plant that exists?
No application to build a plant because it was ongoing. When the officer went on site in June, the project already commenced.
Right.
Without PDA permission. She went ahead and served the relevant notices.
Right.
They still went ahead and continued construction.
Right.
Installation, not construction, because they just and only did a submission in November.
So, and that's what I'm asking. So the PDA has a submission for approval for a plant that exists.
Yes.
Okay.
It is called, sometimes that happens, where a person would build out of compliance, and when we go to them, they within the 28 days, they can actually submit what we call as-built drawings, and once they do that within the 28 days, typically, if it's a small or residential, we may still go ahead and do the approval. However, this particular project, it's a huge project. It does have a lot of environmental concerns and implications, and it's really on our radar right now. And I hope they are listening, because we are coming for them. They have been defiant. In every sense of the word. They ignore every instruction, everything that we have done so far. And the bottom line is that sometimes we might be accused of being a little bit slow to act. But when our communities are under attack, and I see that personally, I see that as an attack on our community. There has been a lot of outcry. The eyes of the public are on this project. We are very concerned, and we are not saying that the project is not a good project, but we don't know, because there has not been any environmental social impact assessment. We are talking about rivers. There are nearby rivers. I hear it is an asphalt plant. Right. We're talking about an area where people have been doing sustainable agriculture for many years. Like I say, this project has been ongoing for quite some time, I think, even prior to us becoming an authority, or around shortly thereafter.
No, just started last year.
They started last year. They started last year. And we cannot sit here and not take any responsibility for not acting with speed and urgency on this matter. But like I say, we are not everywhere. We're people. It is brought to our attention.
But this is a larger structure, albeit hidden. A larger structure than the concrete structure structure on Grandlands Beach.
Absolutely.
The concrete structure is down.
Absolutely.
But the plant is still up.
Absolutely.
What
But I'll tell
empowers
you
individuals?
what, we prefer to go to court on this matter simply because they could afford to pay it. They're a big organization. They've been openly defiant. We rather take them to court. According to our act, they can be charged up to $50,000.
$50,000 is not much.
$50,000 may not be much in the context, but like I say, for us to literally demolish a structure like that where there might be already be machinery and all that kind of thing, we have to use good judgment. And like I say, a project like this, it takes a collaborative effort. So our partners in lands, our partners in solid waste, our partners in health, we all police, we all collaborate and we sit at the table and come up with the best approach. But like I say, our radar is definitely on that project, and we are.
Richie, it's my understanding that there were 3 separate projects within the context of the area that are in violation of the PDA?
No, 2.
2?
Yes, 2 in Woodford.
Okay, so that's would be
the road leading to the beach. That also is under enforcement.
Okay.
That was solved as of last week.
Okay.
So the concrete batching plant, which is what they submitted for, wasn't an asphalt plant in that area.
Okay.
It's a concrete batching plant and an access to the beach. In dialogue with the owners, all they claiming that is a survey they have to do, and they want some space. I say, well, bro, you cannot do this. Who clear land to do survey in this day and age?
Right.
The instrument you can use to seat your wall if you want to. So don't come with this excuse that you want. So that's the reason. So we went after them with the enforcement. There is talk about something in the bay. We haven't reached that level yet. So I cannot preempt that they're going to do something in the sea.
Right.
I cannot speak to that. What is on land is what planning knows what they're doing because of the discussion that we had with them, and that's where it stopped for now.
What can we expect happening within the next week, 2 weeks?
Well, the enforcement, like I say, it's 28 days. In fact, on one of their sites, the enforcement was served since June. But as I said to you, it will be a collaborative approach with our partners. And we have started the discussion, and over the coming weeks, I'd say there will be a rollout of action against that organization.
Hi everyone, thanks for checking out the Bub Report's social media pages. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch our weekly live show, follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can catch repeat episodes on Wednesdays at 4 and 5 p.m. respectively on CRFM Radio and GBN TV in Grenada. We are also viewed on Sundays at 8 p.m. on WPG 10 throughout the Caribbean. Thanks for watching.